everyone, welcome back to Rockfish Farm. I'm Jennifer. This is Reese's Pieces. She is an almost 7-year-old now, almost. This spring she'll be 7. She's a paint. And so this is my middle daughter's horse, and I am just going to do some grooming on her today, and then I'm going to head up to the arena. I don't ride her very much, but the girls are getting ready to start back into Pony Club, and she is one that we are going to be taking. So I want to work on just a few things that she needs tweaked. You know, sometimes when kids ride them, they fall out of some good habits. I really feel like when we got her earlier this spring, we're in a new year now. So we got her last April 1st. So just under a year now we've had her. And I really haven't, like, she's rideable, obviously, very good, very pretty much well behaved. There's a few quirks here and there that I wanted to work on, and we have been working on those, and some of that's come with my daughter working on her. And so that's been kind of working out, but I want to be able to put some more time into her, really put some more buttons on her, get her more supple and moving. So today I'm going to ride her in spurs. So I use spurs not for speed or kicking the snot out of them. I just use them to get more lateral movement, getting them to almost pay attention to my leg. You know, sometimes with children, they can become dull to the leg. And that is kind of what has happened with her, you know, going into corners, bending, suppling, picking up gaits. I'm also going to carry a whip today so that we can work on her canter a little bit. Mostly just like the lead pickup, to the right, she has a hard time picking up her right lead. So I kind of want to reiterate that to her and, you know, just work on a few things. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get her brushed up, and then I'm just going to set you up and take you along for my schooling ride with her today. Here we go. I don't think she's quite awake yet today. Are you awake? Are you sleepy? Are you sleepy? I always teach my horses to pick me up off the fence, so that is what I'm doing with her. And then I'm going to start my ride with just some vertical flexion, and this is why you're going to see her bobbing her head up and down. So I'm trying to put a little bit of pressure onto the bit until she releases and gets off of it. And I'm also pushing her butt up under and making her walk more proper. So we spent a few minutes doing that, and then I'm going to work on some shoulder in, shoulder out. So and some just moving off of my leg in general. And so here I'm coming down the quarter line and pushing her over, and she's trying to figure out what I'm asking her to do. And but eventually she gets it, and she starts to scoot over. And then same thing here. It's a little bit easier if you start on the fence line and then work over towards that quarter line. And you can see she gets that a whole lot easier. And then we're going to pick up the trot, work on the same thing. We're working on that vertical flexion and getting her to come off of that bit and step her back legs up under her a little bit more and carry herself, more properly. And that's really going to work that top line. She travels with her nose stuck out and just very flat. So I really want to work on getting her on that bit.
So same thing with the circles. She thinks that anytime you turn, it means stop. And so I just want to reiterate to her, the turning. It doesn't always mean stop. You have to continue on with that same gait. And then we're going to start picking up the canter, and same thing. You're going to see my hands kind of holding. She's gotten very stiff in the face here. And so you're going to see me kind of holding my hands with the reins back towards my thighs until she gives on that bit. And it takes her quite a while to get this and understand this. And I'm also pushing her forward again to push that butt up underneath of her to carry herself more properly. But eventually, after a few times of picking this up and then dropping back down to the trot and then picking it up again, she starts to soften a little bit and starts to understand what I'm asking her for. But, when most children ride their horses, they're holding on to their mouths, and it just makes them very mouth heavy. So this is the direction she has troubles picking up her right lead. So I'm just going to spend some time practicing picking it up and then pulling back down to the trot and then picking up that canter again until she starts to get it. When she does pick up the correct lead, then I am going to start working again on that vertical flexion. So I'm just going to leave you to watch one of my favorite gaits to ride.
Ride there. But that's okay. It just proves that I need to pick back up working with her. I know it wasn't much today, but it was, fun to get out in the sunshine and ride today on this pretty day. We've got some nasty weather coming this weekend, so it was nice to get our ride in. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.